Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Dead. I can today we're playing some more Satisfactory. So, in our last episode, as you can see off in the distance there, we started our first base, our actual proper factory base, which is going to be up in the sky because we don't want to be dealing with things down on the floor. And yes, you will notice that I keep looking across to the right. I have played around with things. It seems like it's a lot better. I just turned the foliage down a little bit. We don't need the foliage on Ultra. Excuse me. Anyway, what we can start doing in today's episode is we can get rid of this splitter, because realistically, we do not need it anymore. I hope this doesn't get rid of loads about. It did get rid of a fair bit about. Because we don't need iron down here anymore. So, let's start ripping all this out. The goal for this episode is to get copper upstairs as well. And, well, yeah. Then everything is upstairs and ready to go. Ah, you've started to put chests down. We don't want chests. What is my inventory full of? Iron plates. Is there a milestone I can quickly just chuck these into? Rather than keep lugging it all around. So I don't want to be carrying everything upstairs. Well, you know what? We've got the rods, we've got the that's ingots, you crazy person. We've got them. Let's get the conveyor belt walls. We will build the space elevator.
To ensure optimal use of space,
I've got an idea.
navigation and tidiness, R&D have developed stairs and conveyor walls.
Nothing new to research yet. I wonder. A weird alien thing with an impossibly smooth surface. Work in progress. Analysing this will not give you anything. I did wonder if they'd set that up between the alpha weekend and, you know, actual game, but no, they have not. How much inventory space have I got? A little bit. Let's finish taking the iron down, and then we'll run upstairs. Well, we'll run up to our base. Well, really, that needs to come out of there now as well. You made a boo-boo. We didn't really need that storage there. So I've got a chest there and a chest there. I need to remember them both because I don't want to be losing resources. And we don't need power cables all on there anymore either. Why did I do copper that side? It'd have been so much easier to do stone that side. I did copper that side because we can expand copper as far right as we need and then iron as far left. Stone's in the middle because it should be the easier one to figure out. We really don't need any more than this. Not for now anyway. What do we got? Plates this side, rods the other side. Let's dump some of these. In fact, I've got 1,000,000 iron ingots. Do you want some? There you go. Do you want some iron ingots as well? Bet you do. You can have some iron ore. In fact, iron ore can just go straight into here. Iron ore. Let's just sort this out again. What have we got? That's coal. I need to get rid of coal. Object scanner, biofuel. We can keep the biofuel. We need more iron ingots. Can I not just put the iron ingots there? Yes, I can. That is wonderful. Iron ingots. Get rid of them. Then we want to get rid of the iron plates. No, this is iron rods. I will get the order right at some point. Your iron plates. Beautiful. Is that actual limestone? It is actual limestone. We do not want actual limestone on us. That is for this machine and for this machine's eyes only. Beautiful, beautiful. We don't want to be sorting that one. We want to be sorting this one. Coal I don't really want on me either. Right, let's go and pick them chests up before I forget about them. And I will forget about them. I know me. Trust me. Oh, come on. Beautiful. Alright, here's chest number 1. I'm hoping I've got the inventory space for them. Questionable. Because this was quite full. God damn it. Fine, we'll do a little bit of manual moving. not what I was looking forward to in this episode. I want to get working up here, because we want to start getting things automated and working properly. At least this is a nice full belt coming up now. We just need the Mark II belts to feed things into this even quicker. Eventually we will branch off and have different sections, well, just everywhere, because why would we do it all ourselves? Wait, that made no sense. We'll have different sections to the base making different products, but this will do for now. Beautiful, you can have those. I basically want to empty my inventory out of anything that we really don't need. Because why would we have that on us if we don't need it? Exactly. Grab this chest and then we're good to start moving copper this way. Like I say, I'm still not sure how I'm going to be able to jump over these. I need iron plates as well. Obviously. Hoop. Grab all. Wonderful. I do want to go and get rid of this because I'd rather not have this chest fill up here and then me not be able to do anything. And I'm saying that and I'm running on the wrong line. I'm aware. You need concrete for conveyor poles. Didn't know that. And then we'll actually go and pick up proper stacks of stuff rather than having, you know, all part stacks that we don't really want anything of. Get rid. Beautiful. So, let's take a couple of stacks of iron plates, a couple of stacks of iron rods, and then we know where we stand. Hoop, hoop. Hoop, hoop. We do really need to be setting milestones so we know what we're at least aiming for, but this is the third time that I've moved this base. At least now I know what I'm doing. I mean, really, I don't want the fuel all the way over there, but I refuse to deconstruct that right this second. We've deconstructed enough things at the moment. Well, we're deconstructing enough things at the moment without doing that as well. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Will this cut all power off to this section? Yes, yes it will. I kind of didn't want to do that, but I kind of did. Let's just rip this out. We know what we're doing. I do want separate lines for these sort of things now. I don't want to be just having an endless stream because then it never seems to fill up towards the end. If you know what I mean. I'm not going to be able to carry all these cables, am I? Nope. As long as I can get these power poles down. How much is actually in here? Wow. It was actually quite full. Didn't expect it to be that full. Right, let's see if we can deal with the copper lane now. We will deconstruct this just so it's out of the way. They just go on top of each other. Well, that's easy. In fact, you know what? If I knew that... No, we're not going to mess about moving all the belts. I'm just going to go there. I mean, it doesn't look ideal, but if it works, and then I can actually keep belts running in parallel. Are you going to be nice about it? That's actually dead cool. It's a lot easier to do it than I thought it was going to be. Right, now we're going to jump. Oh god. Somebody help me. I'm stuck inside the belt. From there to... Oh, at least it left that in place. Wonderful. And then you can go to there. And then that's already hooked up. Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of a state, but... if it works... And realistically, I could get both of those iron lines coming from down there to come all the way up here. We're not min-maxing yet. We want to get stuff built before we start doing that. I learnt this from Factorio. You don't try and do everything at once. You want to get the base set up, and then you want to go back and start doing other things to it. You can go into there. So first and foremost, this is in the wrong place. Huh. Because we want it to go there realistically. Because then we can get a smelter. Like I said, we're doing different rows for everything. Production smelter. I should really have smelters on my doodah, shouldn't I? I should. I'm not going to. We'll have a smelter there. And a smelter there. And splitter. I need to make sure it's the right way around to start with. That'll do. So you can go straight into there. Straight into there. And we know roughly where we want to put it to make it curve in at a nice angle. There we go. Good God. It's taking its precious time, isn't it? And you can just come off this way. So this is going to be the copper end to the factory for now. I mean, it started... I'd like to get a lookout tower as well right near the start so I can see the entire thing from, you know, the start. Copper, copper. I can just put a stack of iron ingots in here, right? And by iron, I mean copper. Just kickstart it. I know it doesn't need kickstarting, but I don't want copper ingots. Stop saying iron, you madman. Yes, there is no power. I'm aware. So if I can just see behind, these are constructors. There and there. Yes. So you can go into that one. And you can go into that one. And you can go into storage. But you can go into another constructor. Oh. You're making wire. You're also making wire. But then that's being turned into cable. It's alright, we'll get all the power in a second. That's all good. Wonderful. We have got a power pole. Where does it come out to? There. So you can hook up that one and that one. We need another power cable over this side. Luckily we've just got enough room left. Well, to get the power line in anyway. Not really to do anything else. And the first machine that actually uses power is there. So you can hook up that one and that one. Then you can come even further down. Like I say, I want to get into a nice pattern. Once I know a pattern, I can keep doing it. We need to come out to entire more blocks. Entire more blocks. Good wording. Anyhow. So then we want another storage on the end. We can say, let me do that, so then I can just... Damn it. I can just... Damn it. That's the one that I was looking for. See, we have built out quite a way already. And that will then go on this tile. And you will then go into there. So, we've got copper cables, copper wire, concrete, iron plates, iron rods. We're getting to the point where I think we're going to need assemblers soon. Although we could go and start making power slugs and all that jazz. Don't really want to be doing that just yet, but it is an option. What else can I get rid of? I've got some more iron ingots. You can eat them. Because I do not want them. Let's have a quick sort. Rods. Yeah, that's fine for now. What we're looking like below. An absolute spaghetti junction. Yeah. I can't tell you what my first base on Factorio looks like because I cannot remember it, but I imagine it was terrible. As will this be. But That's the fun in the game. You've got to figure it all out before you get to the good stuff. Let's take all this. We can't take quite all of that. In fact, I need to go and fill that chest up. Run! Run! I could just cut power to the entire thing up there. It is hooked up by one power line. I hope the... and I will keep calling them biters until I know what they're actually called. I hope the biters can't attack factories. Again, like Factorio, I will stop comparing them. Because that would be a bit of a problem, wouldn't it? Although, really, it wouldn't be for me if I'm building up here. But, you know what I mean. I don't want them destroying one power pole down there, and then I've got to go all the way down and kill them to go and fix it. We do want a stack of them at least. And we don't want all these. Well, I think if we stick to an average of 2 stacks per thing, then we'll roughly work out what we generally need on us. The wording of this is just awful. You've got to understand, I've been at work all day. I did wake up early to record this, but the game doesn't come out at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got the email at work saying that it had been released. And I was so upset because I was on till an hour and a half ago. I've literally come home, downloaded this, and gone. So, you've not missed anything. I was about to say, where's my inventory gone? Yeah, I literally booted the game up and pressed record. As you'd expect me to do, right? I do need some more concrete because we want to start doing the other thing this way around, because then I can get the, hopefully get the hub up here as well. But I do want to go and deconstruct all of this. We might as well clean up after ourselves. We're already going to be making a mess of the planet. I could have done that from all the way upstairs, couldn't I? Never mind, we're down here now. It takes so little amount of time to build it. Well, no, it takes so long to build it. And then you just rip it down lightning fast. We literally need none of this anymore. Starting to remind me of Minecraft. Although, I'm a little quicker than we're mining through things. Is that the ramp? That's the ramp. Beautiful. Oh. We built straight over a plant right there. Clever. Now that we've got everything transferred, well, most things transferred upstairs, we will start looking into getting some milestones so we can actually start expanding and progressing and basically all around playing the game properly, because I don't think you want to see me keep building the same base. We understand how to build the basics. Good job. Move on. Basically. Really? I built off the edge of a ramp? And the fact that I now know that you can just stack belts, it's given me a few more ideas. Oh, that's the foundation for our base gone. Although I imagine if you build these high enough, you won't be able to get through them. I was just wondering if I could connect it differently, but no, I cannot. Oop. Let's go and clear out some of my inventory. We've got a lot of concrete. In fact, I can clear out some inventory and not by just removing things. Don't you dare cut that power cable. We need that power cable. Really? Alrighty then. I do want to come out in a row of 2, I think. I don't know how big the hub actually needs to be. I mean, we could have it off just to one side, but I'd rather not. That scares me a bit. I want to go out further. You didn't. It did. Get away with you. I will get the hang of this. I promise. the concentration is setting in, as you can tell from the lack of talking there. So if I want to go, I came 2 out that way, 2 out this way would be 1 more foundation's length. Yeah. Then I will clear my inventory out a bit, and we're going to go back round and pick all the rubbish up that I've dropped everywhere. They actually scare me now, because I'm fairly sure I could fall through that gap. I know, it's a bit of a monstrosity at the minute. It'll get there. Bit of patience. Let's take all of these. I assume I've got enough inventory space now. Oh, just barely. Right, so we know the hub is clearly going to need more room than this. If I go out another 2... Like I said, I'd also like to move power up here as well. I said 2 and then went 3, I'm aware. One, 2, excuse me, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Right, we've had through some of that. I'm hoping there's enough room up there now for the hub and the workstation and other such things. Maybe we could get the power station that end, but I don't want to keep moving things again. Realistically, it's the concrete and the cables that I need to get rid of. How did I end up with so many cables? Anybody? I hope this isn't full or near full yet. We don't need all them. That's ridiculous. Hey, does the colour gun work yet? That could be cool. Let's drop off some of this. Sort that out a little bit better. We've got a fair few iron plates on us. I don't think we need all of them. Well, I'd prefer to take a full stack than keep a stack of 9, right? And we'll get rid of them too. We've basically got about 2 stacks of everything. That's good. That's wonderful. And then we can start optimizing production and other such things. Ooh. Right, let's try and get rid of this hub. Well, I say get rid of this hub. Redo this hub. I will stop jumping on the belts at some point. I have got a tendency of trying to run on everything. How are we doing for biofuel actually while I'm down here? Because it's been a while since I went out. Oh, there's loads. In fact, I've got more in my inventory as well. There you go. How are the actual generators doing? Is more to the point. 139? Lovely. It's not a massive run to get down here, and it is straight facing from the entrance to the newfound mega base. Let's take that. Did I actually pick it up? I actually picked it up. So, we need special and we need the hub. I do hope I've got enough room up there. I hope I've not got to upgrade everything again and get all the milestones. Admittedly, it's going to be a load easier if I've got to, but how is one side bigger than the other? Oh, I went out further with iron that side than this side. Fair enough, fair enough. It's not too much of a problem. I could have actually got it quite right here. Let me do it from the middle of this ramp. It's going to be the easiest way, isn't it? Can I get a little bit of elevation here, please? I mean, it looks central-ish, but I don't know if it's central with everything else. Screw it, let's go in there. Wow. It looks so much bigger. We don't need another hub. We do need another equipment workshop then. And this can actually just go. Because we don't need it all the way up there. Floor is too steep. I assume you're hanging off the edge. We'll just get that over here. Colour cartridge, object scanner, beacon. Yeah. And then we can see our mines off in the distance. Our conveyor belts, which will be coming in from all sorts of different directions. Is that a slug I see there? Looks like a slug. What is happening? Why are there exclamation marks everywhere? Is it just because I built a new hub? You can go in, you can go in. What are you? The colour gun. Miner. Alien carapace. Colour cartridge. Flowers. We don't need you. I don't really want you either. We don't need coal yet. That's for sure. Yeah, inventory looks loads better now. And we can actually make things up here again. Which is why I wanted this up here, in case I've got to make anything myself. But let's have a look at milestones. In fact, you know what? Select that one. We've got 200 of those. We've got 200 of those. We've got 500 of those. Let's get the yellow shards up and running. Didn't mean to pause the game there. My bad. New parts and player upgraded. I assume I get more inventory. Well, why would you assume? Just go and check. Yellow shards. We get overclock buildings and power shards. That lets you overclock your factory buildings. Let's go and see if we can have a quick look at that. I don't think I'm going to be building this space elevator up here. I have seen somebody build it. I know roughly how big it is. Very big. Although I could build it behind that. So this is the clock speed doodah that we have just unlocked. Once we've got power slugs in there, we can slide it up or down. And basically, we can get perfect ratios on stuff. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that because it slowed it right down until it had finished that crafting. But that's where you can start min-maxing things. Like I say, we're not getting into that yet. We're way away from that. Let's get our space elevator, shall we? We should definitely have enough things for this by now. So, I'm going to take the last one just so I've got some after we've made it, which I am hoping to make it this episode. We're right at the end of the episode, but 4, 5, because then I'll have 250 left. I want 600 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some concrete. Plus I also want to get some nice even stacks out of this. Let's get rid of the 49. 3, 4, 5, 6, 700. We've got more than enough to build the space elevator. Alright, if I remember rightly from, again, watching Neil House. I've not been watching him long, but he is damn good at Factorio, Satisfactory. I watched a little bit of the oxygen one as well. The oxygen one, yeah, clever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 7x7 structure. If I leave this as a 1 gap, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then colour between the lines. Probably better if you start from the corner, huh? Let's just fill this all in. I did really want to get the space elevator by the end of the alpha free weekend, but like I say, time wasn't on my side. I wasn't in too much of a panic. I knew we'd be able to get around to this stage eventually. I need more concrete. Honestly, I didn't think I'd use that much for that. It is a monstrous plateau that I've just built, so you should really have expected it, shouldn't you? Anyway, let's just go and grab some more concrete. It is starting to get laggier up here. It's probably the machines doing it. The machines. I'll take 300 just for myself after we've built it. In fact, oh, no, I know where I could build the tower. Space elevator. Nope, didn't mean to get rid of it. That is huge. Can I get a little bit of elevation, please? I was going to say, I'm sure there's ladders on here. That is a mammoth. Really? And everything just flies at it. Well. In fact, let's get back up there. I feel like I'm too close. That's my pod returning, don't get panicked. That up there isn't my pod returning. I'm too close. I have been told by one of the people that watch me, and I actually know in real life, the animation on this is fantastic. So, I did want to get ready for it. It appears that I've missed it by looking slightly not up. It literally just anchors it there. That is dead cool. I wish the space elevator got made like this on Surviving Mars. But that looks dead close. Oh, that's just the actual carriage of the elevator. Because you can see behind it, it still goes all the way up, and that'll anchor onto something up in space. I do like things about space. If you fancy watching the sort of thing that I watch, Isaac Arthur on YouTube, he does things about megastructures in space, Dyson swarms, Dyson spheres, light propulsion rockets, and they're some of the ones that I watched ages ago. He's done so much more now, but I've not had the time to keep up with them. It's really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. So that's what we need rotors for, and then reinforced iron plating. There's one last thing I wanted to make before I finished. A lookout tower. Because from here you've got to jump just to get up that little step. Alrighty then. Fine by me. From up here, it's not as good as I thought it'd be. We can see our factory. I mean, it's not much, not yet, but it's a start. And you've got to start somewhere. I will keep saying things like that, I know. Oh, I was hoping to be able to wall jump up that. Never mind, never mind. I think we're good to call that an episode. We've got all the base moved off of the ground, which is what I wanted to do. So now we want to start working towards some of the milestones. Some of the actual proper milestones, not just like cracking slugs open and using those. I may move power up here at some point, but not yet. It's not that necessary. Power shards. Yeah. Let's have a quick look before we go then. What do we want to go next? Completes phase 1 of the space elevator. We've got to start going for that next. So maybe, just maybe, this is what we're going to look into at the start of the next episode. Because then we can start actually assembling things. Because we need the reinforced iron plates. Why am I looking there? For the space elevator? Yeah, reinforced iron plates and rotors. And if we go here, we can have a look what they require to be made. Nope. We can't actually make rotors. No, because we've not unlocked it yet. Huddle. We can make reinforced iron plates, though. And to make them, we're going to need screws and iron plates. And to make screws, we're going to need iron rods. Now I'm starting to rethink my not having one long chain of everything going on, because to do this I'm going to need another row of iron going just to make iron rods, and then having that making into screws at the end, And in fact, yeah, it will work. And then after that, these can both go into an assembly. Yeah, we can do this. I don't know what the hell we need to make rotors, but we'll look into that next time. I want to finish off in my lookout tower. Space elevators are so pretty. So pretty. The fun, and by fun I mean the nightmare bit, is going to be getting it back this way. Because really, I think it would have been better if we'd have faced everything the other way, but never mind. Yeah, we've had a productive episode. Got everything moved up. Look at those wonky lines. Oh dear God, don't look. Look at this. It's beautiful. We've got the space elevator built up. We've got the base built up here. And we're ready to keep going. Either way, that is it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!